Hey everyone, it is late at night on Friday, at the first day at Con of the North. We decided to play a game of Nations to round out the day. It is now, what time is it?
12:58.
12:58, so we're going to be hitting the hay to have another big game day. Tomorrow, Saturday, that's the big game day. But as I said, we did play Nations, and we just got done. I won! Yay! I won! So, but I'm going to have everybody, I don't know if you're doing a really long review of this, so I'm not going to tell you what I think of it, because you already probably know, theoretically, if you've watched my video. But I will let you, I'll go around the table, and I'll have the players say what they think. What was that, Andrew? Okay, well, here we go. Just in case you've never heard of the game, it is a civilization game. I'm going to turn this around so you can actually see it right side up. There's a tableau of cards there that you purchase, and then you have a wide range of different board, like actions and figures that you total up. You watch my review, you can hear more. But then each person gets a player board that they get to place different wonders and different buildings and military units and so on and so forth, and you just try to build a nation. It's a civilization game. So we'll start with Eric, who had to step in for my buddy Jason. Where are you going, Jerry? You got to say what you think. Get back here, buddy. I beat you, finally, at a game.
It's not the first time.
I don't think I've ever beaten you before.
I think you did last year.
All right, what'd you think? You came in halfway through.
Came in halfway through, and so it took me a few rounds to understand what was happening. But I liked the feel of it. I thought it had a nice ebb and flow. It seems to have rewarded balanced development rather than just specialization, which is kind of a nice feature in civ games, which I feel like in the many it's all about just
that's okay. If you
ramming it into the ground.
Hold on, Jerry, just say what you think of it. Jerry, just say what you think. Jerry actually came over and he wanted to play the game. He said it, and we invited him to play, and it was really awesome. He played the game really tough, pretty hardcore. So what'd you think?
I liked it, but it lacked the combat aspect. It's good to have that.
You didn't like the war part of it, or what?
Right.
What was wrong? What was wrong with the war? What didn't you like about it?
I'm so glad I built it. It was too easy to get around it.
Like because of the stability? Yeah, that's the one thing I always thought too. It's like if the stability track over here if you get high on that, you can kind of reduce the effects of the war upon you. So you can't really hammer somebody, but you can make them spend a lot of their people on the stability to like try to take it. So it's you're not directly affecting them, but like subjectively maybe you're affecting it. But you came in second, and for a while there I thought you were going to beat me. So you played it pretty good. So, well, anyway, thanks, Andrew. You were much happier about this game than Caverna.
Yeah, so it's it's a better game than Caverna. I'm a big Ticket to Ride, Through the Ages fan, so this is an interesting comparison.
So compare the two. Give me like a 1 minute comparison.
I still like Through the Ages more. I think I have more control over my own tableau. I didn't like that you're buying cards with money, so it seems like it seems like you could do as much as you wanted, but then it just seemed like too much, or like some people couldn't do anything at all because they didn't have any resources, and it seemed, I don't know, the catch-up mechanism wasn't really there for people that fell behind. It was too far.
So maybe they're not supposed to. Maybe the game is just supposed to be brutal, and you should just take it.
Yeah, but then you end up with another hour and a half left in the game, just like hating it. But I mean, it wasn't a bad game. It ramped up as we figured out exactly what we were doing.
But you seemed to do pretty well. I mean, you were getting hammered pretty bad for the first part of the game, and you almost came back to take second place.
Yeah, and but that's because I remembered not knowing how to play the game. I remembered that you can score points for your buildings and started strong into wonders, and that helped a lot. So that I scored a lot of points based on that, and that was helpful. But I mean, overall, it's a good game. If I was going to choose between this and Through the Ages, I'd play Through the Ages, but I'd play this again if the situation.
Cool. All right, thanks. And my buddy Brian.
I did like the game. I came in third place. Had to kind of struggle through the first part of the game because for me it was a little difficult to get a hold of managing all the resources, how to get stuff so that you could go and then buy better stuff later. Once I started getting a hang of that, then it was like, oh, okay, now it all kind of comes together, and started to get my little game engine going and keeping up with resources. I do think you do have to have kind of a balanced set of buildings.
The one thing about the game that, like a lot of games, like it makes it really plain and obvious how to make sure that you get, like if you can't get money through buildings, there's a way to get money some other way. In this game, it seems like if you can't figure it out, it doesn't really help you.
Oh, true, yes, and if certain cards don't come out with the resource that you need, and you can't get them, which in this game was readily apparent how, hey, if you can't get coal, it gets really tough to get more coal or rocks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there were some instances where people could just drop advancement because I can't get the resource I need.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there you go. That was Nations. That's probably like, I might play one more game if there's something quick that I can play tonight, but I sincerely doubt it. Time to hit the hay so I can get up early the next morning and we can play some more. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.